We're talking to the ambassador to the United States from the great state of Nigeria. And of course, he's given us some information not only about himself, but also about Goodluck Jonathan, the president of Nigeria, as well as some of the challenges and some of the successes. And of course, Doctor, let's see if we can simply pick up where you left off, dealing with the president, and then to move into what you consider to be some of the challenges and the mission that deals with your mission, economic challenges, trade, and etc.
Well, like I was saying, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan seems to be the most qualified person ever to rule Nigeria. He's an academic, he has a PhD in biology, and having, through circumstances and fate, has served in government positions that seem to have prepared him adequately for this job. Deputy governor, governor, vice president, president. He learned the ropes. And he's kind of focused. He's responsible. He was able to organize a very credible election, which kind of restored Nigeria's image in the international community. And after that election, he embarked on a transformation agenda designed to improve living standards of the people, designed to remove some of the fundamental weaknesses in our body politics, in our economy, and our society. His economic transformation agenda focuses on creating jobs so that the restless youths will be able to fit into either the agriculture or the oil industry or another industry and be able to raise living standards. And in doing that, he's been very, very selective, very, very careful. His choice of ministers in the key economic ministries were dictated not by political considerations, but by personal qualification. So the key minister of finance, power, trade and investment, agriculture, oil, petroleum, and aviation. He has appointed people who have considerable level of professional competence and high personal integrity. And these are the people who form what we call the core of his economic management team, along with the central bank governor, who Forbes described just 2 days ago as the Africa Person of the Year. These are the people who are facing the economic transformation policy of Goodluck Jonathan, designed to improve quality of life and living standards of our people. And what they're trying to do is to ensure that the economy is reorganized, is restructured. And the first part of the major problem is that we are an oil-producing nation, but we have all kinds of other resources. And we are a major agricultural country until we discovered oil. One of the objectives is to, while we want diminishing the importance of oil, we want to use the resources of oil to develop other sectors of our economy, like agriculture, like the cotton industry, like non-oil minerals, so that we can have a balanced and diversified economy. Right now, I think 95% of our national income is derived from oil. That position is unacceptable and is not sustainable for a long period. So what the government is trying to do is to develop non-oil sectors of the economy, especially agriculture, so that we can feed ourselves, we can develop the agro industry, we can develop agro business, feed ourselves, feed other countries of Africa and the world, and have a very balanced economy. That's what the Jonathan is doing. Also, with the international community accused of unfairly, though, of corruption, whatever they want to do. And it takes two to be corrupt anyway. Most of these people, in this case of corruption, sometimes, quite a number of them, are instigated by people, by foreign partners who believe that they could use some piece of money. It takes two to tango. But the President Goodluck Jonathan is determined to treat that cankerworm of corruption and control it, combat it, so that Nigeria be a free society. We are creating an environment conducive to trade, to meaningful trade. We have, for instance, there's a one-stop shop in Abuja, where anybody wanting to establish business in Nigeria can be told all that he needs to do to establish business. We are creating conditions for foreign direct investment. Our own economic transformation program is predicated on substantial contribution first from the private sector. It is private. It must be private sector driven, and we also want foreign private investment. So all our missions are being mandated to do what they can to attract foreign investment to our country. And in the process of doing that, the government has created the machinery necessary to be able to entertain this foreign private investment, creating conditions that will enable them to develop, to contribute, bring their investment to Nigeria, and be able to, and creating conditions that will make investors finding it easy to be able to invest in the economy. For instance, there have been many new laws. For instance, our stock exchange have been reorganized, our banking system have been reorganized, and and there are laws by which, for instance, anybody who makes, any foreign investor is allowed to carry his entire profit back to his country. And we do so many things just to attract direct foreign private investment to Nigeria. As I'm talking now, I'm expecting a delegation of Nigerian businessmen in the next 2 weeks for an event in Las Vegas, which will center on power generation. And we are collaborating with American institutions. 3 weeks ago, U.S. Exim Bank president and 3 of his vice presidents visited Nigeria. And what were they doing there? To sit with the economic management team, to discuss with them areas of cooperation, either in the power or agri or infrastructure development, and give us facilities by which private sectors can contribute to our economy, either in power, or agri or infrastructure.
And so this whole economic transformation that the president has undertaken is designed in a real sense to bring Nigeria's economy into the 21st century. And you find that it's been quite successful in a real sense as we get ready for this second commercial break. We'll have 10 minutes after this. But you find that to be very, very instrumental in terms of how the world is seeing Nigeria now at this particular point. And of course, what we will do, Doctor, is to take this second commercial break, and then we'll come back and we'll have 10 minutes to allow you to talk about some other trade and economic developments, as well as any other ideas that you'd like to talk about at this particular point. And we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break. Adefuye